Caitlin Clark looks to be trading in her basketball shoes for golf clubs during the offseason. The WNBA Rookie of the Year set to compete in a Pro-Am golf event.
Caitlin Clark's offseason just took an unexpected turn, and fans can't stop talking about it. Instead of sticking to the basketball court, she's stepping onto the golf course, and not just for fun. Clark is set to compete in the LPGA Pro-Am at Pelican Golf Club, an event hosted by golf legend Annika Sorenstam. But what's really catching people's attention is her partnership with her new coach, Martha Foyerfer, who has shared some surprising details about Clark's skills and personality on the golf course.
The Indiana Fever superstar will appear at the Annika, which is the next to last tournament on the LPGA Tour from November 11th through the 17th. She will also play in the Pro-Am event on November 13th.
Clark's participation in the LPGA Pro-Am isn't just a casual hobby, it's another display of her relentless drive and all-around athleticism. The same competitive fire that made her a basketball superstar is now fueling her performance on the golf course. Let's be clear, this isn't a career switch. Golf is simply another way for Clark to channel her passion for competition during the off-season. In this video, we'll dive into her love for the sport, what golf legends are saying about her, and the surprising revelations from her coach about her skills and personality. Plus, we'll explore how the Caitlin Clark effect is making waves in the golf world. With exclusive insights and excitement at an all-time high, this event is shaping up to be truly special. Before we break it all down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ready? Let's get started.
I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do the next day. So maybe play some golf. I think that's what I'm going to do until it gets too cold in Indiana. So I got that. I'll become a professional golfer.
Caitlin Clark's decision to bring her competitive spirit from the basketball court to the golf course has caught fans off guard, and they're eager to know more. Rather than taking a break after a demanding season, she's challenging herself in a new way by competing in the LPGA Pro-Am at Pelican Golf Club in Florida. But what led to this unexpected move? Let's take a closer look.
Caitlin, they said on the broadcast tonight that you were not going to play overseas. You were going to take some time. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that decision?
The answer lies in Clark's lifelong love for golf and her unstoppable drive to take on new challenges. Since childhood, she's had a passion for the sport, and this off-season, she saw an opportunity to push herself in a different way. For Clark, stepping onto the golf course isn't just about relaxing, it's about recharging through competition. While some athletes take time off or stick to light training, Clark's idea of unwinding is mastering something new.
Martha Foyer Falconer, who played on the LPGA in the late 80s, early 90s. She's an assistant pro at Crooked Stick up there in Indiana. And she's been working with Caitlin on her golf swing and her short game.
The LPGA Pro-Am isn't just any event, it's a prestigious tournament featuring golf legend Annika Sorenstam. For Clark, it's more than just a fun outing, it's a chance to compete alongside the best and embrace the challenge of a new sport. Her participation isn't just for show, she's genuinely aiming to succeed, and her dedication has been turning heads. Fans have already seen glimpses of her golf skills, whether it was nearly sinking a hole-in-one during a friendly game with Lexi Hull or showing off her smooth swing in casual clips. But this time, she's taking things to the next level. With her coach, Martha Foyerfer, guiding her through intense training, Clark's focus is sharper than ever, and here's where things get really interesting. Martha has made some surprising discoveries about Clark's skills and mindset during their private coaching sessions. Stay tuned as we break down the details.
She said to me, first of all, it's a thrill. Of course, Martha is a native of Indiana, huge basketball fan. She actually describes herself as a basketball player turned golfer.
Clark's decision to compete in this event isn't just about personal passion, it's a smart, strategic move. By expanding her presence beyond basketball, she's keeping fans engaged year-round and solidifying her image as a versatile, multi-sport athlete. This approach ensures she stays in the spotlight even during the off-season, building a seamless narrative that keeps her journey front and center. As she prepares to tee off, the real question isn't whether she'll succeed, it's how far she'll push the limits of what an off-season project can achieve. While her entry into golf may have caught some by surprise, those familiar with her journey see a clear pattern. Clark has always been more than just a basketball star. From a young age, she embraced multiple sports, shaping her into the well-rounded competitor she is today.
I remember getting my first set of golf clubs for one of my birthdays when I was really young. My dad got it for me. It was an all-pink bag, all-pink clubs, and my dad would always take me when we were younger. I probably started playing golf when I was like 3rd or 4th grade. I mean, I was terrible. I couldn't hit it off the ground.
Before becoming the basketball star we know today, Clark first honed her skills on the soccer field. That's where she developed the explosive leg power that later became key to her signature jump shot. Soccer also sharpened her agility, quick decision-making, and competitive mindset, qualities that seamlessly carried over to basketball. This early exposure to multiple sports gave her an edge that many athletes spend years trying to develop. But why golf, and why now? As it turns out, Clark has been passionate about golf for years, just not in the public eye. While she hasn't spent as much time on the course as she has on the court, her natural competitive drive has helped her pick up the sport quickly. And she's already proven her potential. Remember that near hole-in-one at a casual event? That wasn't just luck, it was the result of the same precision and focus that make her an elite basketball player.
Stay for some golf.
Perfect out here.
I'll never golf this early in the morning. I grew up in Des Moines and I played there a ton. And honestly, I try to get back there as much as I can to play with my family. My dad plays a lot, my older brother plays a lot. So, it's super fun.
Switching between sports isn't as drastic as it might seem. Skills like coordination, mental toughness, and strategic thinking carry over across different athletic disciplines. For Clark, golf isn't just a new challenge, it's another arena where she can test and refine these abilities outside of basketball. What makes her journey so compelling is her fearless approach. It's not just about winning, it's about embracing the process, pushing her limits, and proving that with enough passion and dedication, there are no boundaries to what she can achieve. That mindset is exactly why fans connect with her so deeply.
We're very competitive people. We love to compete, whether it's on the basketball court or if it's out here. I think it just adds a fun element to golf. That's in the hole!
Clark's ventures into other sports aren't just hobbies, they are part of a bigger picture that highlights her love for competition in every form. These experiences reveal her resilience, adaptability, and pure joy in pushing past her limits. Fans aren't just seeing a great scorer or passer, they are witnessing a complete athlete whose drive extends far beyond the basketball court. So, what surprising insights has Coach Martha uncovered about Caitlin Clark? We're about to break it all down. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We appreciate your time. Now, let's get back to the action.
That's freaking perfect.
Is it awesome?
That one was money.
And your finish was good too.
Okay, now, I wanted to point this out to you. See, setup looks pretty good. Now, you think you're cockeyed to the right. You're not. See that? Now, let's go back to the beginning.
Behind every great athlete is a coach who helps unlock their full potential. For Caitlin Clark, that guiding force in her golf journey has been Martha Foyerfer, a former pro golfer with a sharp eye for talent. So, what does Coach Martha think about Clark's transition from the basketball court to the fairway? Her insights reveal just how determined and naturally gifted Clark is, offering a fascinating look at what makes her such a standout competitor, no matter the sport.
She said for Caitlin, she is absolutely nuts about the game. She loves to pound drivers. She just wants to get up there and kill it. I was most impressed with Caitlin's ability to make adjustments so quickly. That slice that she was so worried about diminished pretty quickly by the time they got driver back in her hand.
Coach Martha has been open about what makes Clark special. "I'm most impressed with Caitlin's ability to adapt so quickly," she said. That kind of flexibility isn't something you can teach, it's just who Clark is. Whether she's adjusting her strategy mid-game in basketball or fine-tuning her golf swing after a single lesson, her mind is always working, always improving. For Martha, coaching someone with this level of focus is rare and exciting. Some of this stuff you can't teach. People either have it or they don't. And what's even more surprising? How fast Clark has picked up the sport. She's not just here to participate, she's here to push herself. Martha calls it Clark's DNA, an innate drive to excel in anything she does. That relentless pursuit of greatness is what makes her so compelling to watch, whether she's draining three-pointers or lining up a putt.
Hands forward, leaning left. Go ahead. Okay,
A little hot.
curve. Carried it all the way here.
Yep.
Gonna go.
Gonna go far.
Clark's dedication goes far beyond just showing up to practice. According to Coach Martha, it's her relentless drive that truly stands out. She wants to be as good as she can be at everything she touches, Martha said. And this isn't just coach speak, it's clear in how Clark approaches every training session. Golf may be new territory for her, but she attacks it with the same intensity that has defined her basketball career. This unwavering work ethic is what makes her so relatable and inspiring to fans and athletes alike. Why does this matter? Because it highlights the unique mindset Clark brings to everything she does. While many athletes stick to what they know, she's pushing boundaries and embracing new challenges. Her coach describes working with her as both fun and inspiring, emphasizing the joy Clark brings to even the toughest training sessions. That mix of positivity and an insatiable hunger to improve is what makes her a standout, no matter the sport.
Because you are who you are, You've got hand-eye coordination out of sight.
Yeah.
These kind of things, you have to just learn what you can do and then get better at them. Big, yeah, too big.
Caitlin Clark's move to the golf course is already making headlines, and it's about more than just her game. The Caitlin Clark effect is in full swing, drawing massive attention to the LPGA Pro-Am and reshaping how crossover athletes can influence a sport that as soon as her participation was announced, media outlets like the Golf Channel quickly adjusted their coverage. Instead of sticking to their usual programming, they've expanded live footage to feature Clark's gameplay and interactions with other golfers. This isn't just a small tweak, it's a strategic shift to capitalize on the wave of interest she brings. Now, both golf fans and basketball followers are tuning in, eager to see how her competitive fire translates to the fairway.
If you haven't heard already, you've probably been living under a rock, because anything that Caitlin Clark does seems to just transcend all of sports and news. And we've seen tons of reporting. So in terms of this being important for the LPGA, I think it's already achieved its objective so far in terms of garnering attention for the LPGA. We've seen reports not only about her being in the field at the Pro-Am, but we've seen subsequent reporting then about her taking lessons in preparation for this Pro-Am. So their game's in great shape. And then additional reporting about who she's going to play with. She's going to play alongside Nelly Korda and Annika Sorenstam. And so it's been a huge win already for the LPGA in terms of publicity.
It's not just the media taking notice, golf legends are just as excited about Clark's involvement. Annika Sorenstam, the face of the Pro-Am, praised Clark's entry, calling it a win not just for the event but for women's sports as a whole. What she's doing to bring attention to women's sports, both on and off the court, is outstanding, Sorenstam said, highlighting how Clark's presence is drawing new fans to golf. Lilia Vu, the reigning LPGA Player of the Year and World Number 2, echoed that enthusiasm. The way she competes, whether it's basketball or golf, is something we all admire, Vu said. Clark's pairing with elite golfers like World Number 1 Nelly Korda only adds to the excitement. These top-tier athletes don't see her as an outsider, they see a fierce competitor whose drive and passion match their own.
I feel like I'm like Tiger Woods. That's what it feels like. But then you go to the next hole and you get humbled instantly, so.
There's a historical precedent for this kind of influence, and one name keeps coming up, Tiger Woods. Just as Woods brought a surge of new viewership and expanded golf's audience, Clark's impact is expected to do the same, especially among younger fans and those who don't typically follow the sport. Robert Griffin III even called Clark the WNBA's Tiger Woods, recognizing her ability to draw massive attention to women's basketball. Now, that same energy is shifting to golf, creating a unique opportunity to bring in new fans. As Clark steps onto the course at the Pro-Am, both fans and industry insiders will be watching closely. This event isn't just a fun off-season moment, it's a statement about what it means to be a modern athlete. Caitlin Clark isn't just here to play. She's here to inspire, influence, and challenge the way people see women's sports.
Everybody thinks I'm way better than I actually am, so. I mean, you only are like great at basketball, so there's high expectations. Sorry. No, I'm okay. I mean, it's fun.
One of the biggest takeaways from Clark's move into golf is how it challenges the traditional idea of off-season training. Most athletes stick to routines that focus on maintaining their conditioning, but Clark is taking a different approach, using the off-season not just to stay in shape, but to grow and explore new challenges. This shift in mindset could inspire other athletes to think beyond their primary sport, using cross-training to stay competitive while keeping their names in the spotlight. Clark's decision isn't just good for her own career, it could have ripple effects across the WNBA and other professional leagues. By proving that top athletes have exciting and valuable off-season options, she's making a case for more support and visibility for players year-round. The WNBA might take notice, realizing that the spotlight doesn't have to fade in the off-season if players are given the right opportunities to showcase their talents in new and engaging ways.
Cool Nike golf shoes, so that's a bonus, I guess, but no, I like it. I mean, I love being outside. That's the only downside about the WNBA is during the summer. That's when you golf. So I've had my golf game. I've had to take a back seat to basketball. No, it's been all good. It's been nice to have a little break, and I've just been playing some golf in the Midwest. So it's been nice and it's been fun and relaxing.